5. That pretty much rivals rush hour in Seoul. More crowded and packed than Bangkok. What about Tokyo? You think it's worse than Tokyo? Worse, right?
Okay, this train, I mean, these are nice because they will let you stop and get in the car. Right? But in Tokyo, they're gonna have to push the people in the car. Different.
Alright, so we're gonna try to figure out where to go now. We are at Causeway Bay. It looks like actually just another shopping area. I actually had no idea what to expect, but I just know that this was a popular area, so we came. And I guess we didn't really miss out on too much. Anyways, we're gonna just sort of browse around and see what there is. It's pretty picturesque, those tram cars. I guess we'll take videos of that and end up at a cafe because I'm really tired from walking now. I is so tired, and I'm pretty tired myself too. First thing we decided to do is just try to find a nice place to sit down and either have a little snack or a meal. This place is apparently quite popular. It's called Cafe Matchbox. The presentation is super chill, but we're gonna go ahead and test out and see how the food tastes. But notice how it looks like a bus. It's pretty cool. They really pay attention to all the detail. And look at this. Toothpick box looks like your old school film roll. Alright guys, so we got pineapple bun with cheese and ham. It's like a ham and cheese croissant, but instead of using croissant, they're using pineapple bun. The pineapple bun ham and cheese is 36 Hong Kong dollars and the milk tea was 21. Mayu is in charge of scoring the taste. What do you give it out of 5?
4. No, 3.8.
What? That's actually quite higher, saying that you
3.8.
you really like it then, huh?
I can eat it.
Okay. Alright.
I prefer just later toast.
Okay. Alright guys, as for the value, I want to give it like a 3.5 because $5 for just like a ham and cheese snack, $3 for tea. It seems a bit more on the pricier side, but I have to give definite kudos and credit to the ambiance, this experience. So I'm gonna give it a 4 for a total maximum experience point of 7.8. Pretty respectable, and if you're near the area, I recommend that you check it out. It's definitely a new experience. Just also wanted to comment, since now I'm outside, that the service there ain't all that good. So 7.8 is a very fair score. You know, don't expect like a 9-point Michelin star experience. Although we are gonna go to a Michelin star experience now. We will first go through Victoria Park. Hopefully it's open. Another thing I want to mention is that if you're in Hong Kong, misconception you may have is that, you know, because people are more educated here, they were a British colony, etc., that people will speak better English than in Bangkok. And I clarify Bangkok, not Thailand. But this is not the case. I'm having a much harder time communicating out here, even when Mayu speaks Mandarin, with the people out here in general. Even in like very gentrified touristy areas like this, you're gonna have issues if you don't speak Cantonese. So just be mindful of that. I thought that was a very interesting experience that we've had, because I myself was under the pre-notion that they would speak good English out here. But I think what it is a majority of the people out here speak really great English, but like the low-skill laborers, they don't speak English at all, unfortunately. Here's our cat! Aww. As far as my impressions of the neighborhood, it's a very gentrified area of Hong Kong Island. It is actually probably a bit more modern than Soho. And I think the reason why Soho is very expensive is because people like the hipster ambiance. I don't know what Mai wants to do here, but she wants to do some gentrified shopping, I guess. Yes. One thing that we noticed is that all the couches here are super small in size. If you're an American, this is literally a single person's couch. But I think this is sort of representative of how small the apartments here are on average in Hong Kong. As a matter of fact, I mean, going through the small rooms that we've been staying at, I think even that couch is a luxury to have in Hong Kong.
German restaurant.
Alright guys, so we're gonna be crossing this big road, and across is a void of darkness in a city of lights, which is Victoria Park. Alright guys, so it has a very Central Park feel. Tons of big buildings all around with lush greenery everywhere. I don't think you can even see me. There's not much light. But to the right, it looks like there is a nice little walkway where a bunch of people are walking off their calories. We're heading towards the tennis courts, apparently. Mayu, come over here. Look, look. Sneak a peek at all this testosterone happening. They're working out with rubber bands. Babe, I want to be a Hong Kong ajashi and work out over there. Yeah.
You're free to join.
I feel a bunch of testosterone. I feel like Jason Stratham right now. I want to be like them. Alright guys, want to say that we just passed by the tennis courts. It looks like you have to pay to play over there, but you can be playing some ball over here and there aren't any charges. Just come and play some pickleball. It looks like almost 10% of the people here aren't even Chinese. They look like foreigners. Imagine this is a cool place to make new friends, exercise. If you're into basketball, you can fit right in over here. I have a friend who always asks me whenever they come out to Asia, hey, where do I play basketball? You know, it's this thing. So I just wanted to throw that in there. This one's for you, Jason. Alright guys, so just exit out of the park over there, turn right, and then when we turn left, we're gonna end up at a famous beef brisket place that Mayu says is also Michelin star rated. Seems like everything is Michelin star rated out here if it's of any note. Here it is, because there's no other proof than stickers to show that you're Michelin star rated. We are at Sister Wa. Even if you don't speak Cantonese or read Chinese, you can see that it has English signs. Walked right away from that park right there, and you really can't miss it. There's a big monument in the center here made out of silver, it looks like, and some stores. Alright, place is packed. It's a good sign. It means that it is a very popular joint. See a lot of activity going on. So I got the standard rice noodle. Mayu got the egg noodles. It actually smells a lot like wonton soup, which I'm not a huge fan of. But Mayu is gonna rate it without a bias, as she knows egg noodles. I, on the other hand, having lived in Little Saigon for most of my life, no pho, so I guess I know rice noodles. This, by the way, is a cabbage side dish. The lady next to us ordered tantan men. I actually really want to try this now. They do have that available, it's quite popular. You know what? This sort of tastes exactly like pho to me. Just have thicker pieces of beef. Alright, lovely lady next to us showed us that there is chili oils that you can add into the broth, which gives it a completely different flavor and a flavor profile Now it's got that something a little bit extra. Alright guys, actually I noticed everybody is getting the soya milk, so we're gonna try it. It's super cheap, it's only like $9
Isn't it sweet?
Yeah, it is, but it's not like Vitamilk sweet.
Vitamilk is
Yeah, no, I think it's a good
extremely
balance. I think in general, the food I'm having in Hong Kong is to my preference. It's not too salty, it's not too spicy, it's not too sweet. It's roughly where I would like the flavors to be. And this could obviously be all relative to what you prefer, but as far as my taste buds, it works out. So I haven't had anything that's overly one flavor or another. It seems like they also like to complement foods, so they usually have like a bitter tea with a saltier dish or a sweeter dish, which goes well with what I'm used to growing up as a Korean, because Koreans like to have many different dishes of different flavors, because I get really easily bored with just one dish with one flavor.
It is weird.
Alright, babe. What is your final taste verdict for Sister Wah beef brisket?
Brisket was 4.4 out of 5.
4.4 out of 5. I am gonna give it a 4.5. And if I had to explain that, for 50 Hong Kong dollars, I think that is a very good value, because you're getting a pretty filling meal. I gotta say, the rice noodles and everything fill me up. I've had meals that cost over 50 Hong Kong dollars here that didn't fill me up, such as the stone pot, clay pot rice thing yesterday. So that's a 4.5. As far as my rating of the taste, 4.4. This is where we had a bit of a difficulty, because they have so many different dishes there, and we feel like we only try one type of dish. So this is definitely a place we want to revisit and try the different dishes there. And guys, I highly recommend that you try it with the chili paste, because if you don't put the chili paste, I was about to give it a bad rating, because it just almost tasted like Vietnamese pho with some elements missing, such as the cilantro, etc. It was just like a general basic but really well executed beef broth that tasted clean and healthy. So I recommend that you try with the chili. And if you do come with 2 people, try the tantan mian, because that looked really delicious. And they had lots of other interesting side dishes, such as turnips and such. So this is sort of on the fence. We may have to redo this review. But for a maximum experience score of 8.9, it's one of our highest rated restaurants. So definitely check it out. As far as in this particular neighborhood too, it is of more exceptional value, because everything around this area is sort of expensive.
It's been 5 years and not one of us is
Alright guys, so we just gotten off the Jordan station real quick from the Causeway Bay area, and I actually don't regret not having gone to Macau over having re-explored this area and the Hong Kong island. So as expected from our first day here, I'm noticing things, getting a different vibe from Hong Kong in general. And I definitely got a different vibe from Hong Kong Island as well, as we explored more of the little crevices, and we weren't on such a tight schedule like last time to see all the touristy stuff, such as going up to Victoria Peak, etc. So I hope you found this informative, and it adds another dimension to other videos you may see of the main touristy areas being covered. We already did that last time, so I'm not covering that as much, but maybe this will be helpful. Whatever the case, I hope you guys like and subscribe if you find this informative, and definitely check out our channel. And I may be putting this on my travel channel or main channel, but check out both channels for more of the Hong Kong series. And I'll see you guys next week for more vlogs about living and traveling in Asia. Thanks again guys for checking out this video. If this is your first time, be sure to check out our channel for more vlogs released Saturdays and our longer discussion and walking videos released Wednesdays. I've color-coded our main vlogs with the black sidebars as opposed to our longer form discussion or walking videos with pink or no sidebars for your convenience. Be sure to also check out our Facebook and Instagram pages to keep up to date and communicate with us, and remember, we also have our second channel, Traveling Asia, that's dedicated to our international travels as well.